Hello everybody, my name is Benji, and welcome back to the Planet Crafter, where I'm not gonna lie, we're kind of starting to run out of things for us to do. There's really not much that's left for us to unlock in the tech tree. We've built pretty much everything, we've launched every rocket, we've messed around with the space trading a little bit, and we're continuing to mess with it by having our circuit board production up and running fully now. And really the only thing that's holding us back on making more Terra tokens at the moment is just throughput of materials to sell, the values of the materials that we're selling, and as a byproduct of all of that, the speed of our drones. Or I guess that's as a byproduct of the speed of our drones. Because they're very slow, but the upgraded drones, wouldn't you believe it, they cost 12,000 Terra tokens. I've only got 9,000, and we only get 200 per launch right now, which is why I went on ahead and set up the circuit board production. So once this is full, it'll actually start to launch all of the circuit boards and have a really good time with all that. Again, one of these literally just happened right before I started recording. So anyway, the main focus of today, I know I said was going to be going around and doing lore things, but I'm going to be honest, I don't really feel like going and grabbing the materials to grab the fusion energy cells that would end up making that happen, the pulsar quartz for the fusion energy cells to make that happen. So instead today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on collecting all of the fish, all of the frogs, and all of the butterflies, at least that I currently have access to. And we might deviate a little bit in the meantime, but as far as I can tell, there are 12 fish. Let me grab my spreadsheet here, because I do have a spreadsheet open. There are 12 fish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 frogs, of which we already have a few, and obviously with the fish, we also already have a few. We actually have these guys as well that I haven't put in yet. So we have 4 out of the 12 fish, that's a third of the way there. We've got 3 out of the 11 frogs, that's like a quarter of the way there. And then we also have some butterflies. I forget how many butterflies there are, but we have a lot of work to do on that one. There are 19 species of butterfly, and we already have a few, so we're doing all right. Now, the issue with the fish is the fact that some of the fish are RNG based. They are, in fact, a random number generator, because of the fact that these two both have the same recipe. I have the same-ish chance of getting both of them when I try, which is why I have 2 of these, and also I have the fertilizer refabrication trick, which I will show you here in a moment. So let's go on ahead and let's start going down the list of fish. So first things first, every single fish requires fertilizer tier 1, and guess what I don't have any of? That's right, fertilizer tier 1, because all of it's been pumped into fertilizer tier 2. Because my drones are too slow, and it just automatically ends up grabbing them and making them. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make some fertilizer tier 1 ourselves, which isn't that big of a deal. I'm just going to grab enough for 6 right now as it stands. I feel like 6 will be a really good call here. And then we can continue on after that. I was only 1 algae short. That's actually kind of impressive. I was able to hold all of that. And then the other thing that every single fish requires, except for 2, one of which we already have, is they all require mutagen tier 3. You can kind of see that just by looking in there, mutagen tier 3. So let me head on down and grab ourselves. We only have a single mutagen tier 3, so let's go back upstairs and get more mutagen, get the recipe for more mutagen tier 3. Bacteria sample, which we have automated, nitrogen cartridge, and sulfur. So we already have 1. Let's go on ahead and grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Hey, a frog displayer. That's nice because that's what we're going to be doing next. So it's those 5, it's nitrogen cartridges, and it's sulfur, which we do have plenty of. There's a ton out in the mine still, so I'm not really worried about that. Mutagen tier 3. And then the last thing that varies between the fish is the phytoplankton, because of course we got the phytoplankton. Let me run back here. We got the phytoplankton from these guys, the wildlife, or the water wildlife extractor, whatever the heck they're called. Eat these things. It just says container, but they create phytoplankton for us and fish eggs, so of course we're gonna be able to have that. So the first ones that I want to aim for are the phytoplankton A's, and for that there are 1, 2, 3 fish that aim for phytoplankton A, and then there are 1, 2 that aim for B. Technically there's 3, but I already have 1, so we just need 2 phytoplankton B's, and then the rest are all phytoplankton C. There are 3 that require phytoplankton C, and one of those actually requires a mutagen tier 2 instead of mutagen tier 3. And then, of course, there is 1 more fish that is required for us to do trading and get that fish. So we are going to have to do a little bit of trading, but that's something that I want to do after I upgrade my drones, because, of course, that's what we're going to want to do. Now, there is a golden fish as well. That is a phytoplankton C possibility, so we might get that soon. We might not get that soon. And then I'm also going to go on ahead and go through here. I'll just show the Wikipedia, because the Wikipedia is actually pretty nice here. There are 12 species of fish. The Provios, which is one of the A's that we're looking for right now, is found in the Central Plateau. Central Plateau being the big area back home where we're making our circuit boards right now. Ignore the ads. I have to, so just ignore them. The Tegedi is the meteor crater and the zeolite cave. Obviously, we know where the zeolite cave is, and the meteor crater is the giant meteor crater. I feel like that one's self-explanatory. The Ikaru is in the Grand Rift, which is... Actually, I don't know where. And then the Gate Desert is where the Arch is. So the Grand Rift is the area right next to the giant arch. We've been there a couple of times. Obviously, you can also just Google all of these, but I feel like it's nice for me to show it off while we're waiting. And then the Buyu are in the Highlands. The Highlands are over here. That's where the big mountain opened up and did all of the things. There's a bunch of water there, so you can get those there. And then, of course, last but not least, the Telu is at the waterfall, which is actually the best of the natural spawns that you can get. So I'm really glad we're over here. And then, of course, here is the golden. These eggs may be crafted even before unlocking the Ilani recipe. That's actually quite nice. So yeah, that's all of those. Let me go on ahead and get it back to the game view here. I'm about to die of dehydration, but that's fine. We're totally fine. And aha! Provios. That was one of the ones that we wanted, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the first one that we wanted. Oops, they're up another floor. And then we got another Provios. So let me go on ahead and throw in my phytoplankton B's and get them going here. Let them cook. That's a C. There's a B. Just let them go do their thing. We can head upstairs. We can put this into its little spot. That's a nice red color. And then here's the hack. For anything that has crafting, you can put it in the recycler, and you can recycle it, including things with phytoplankton, fertilizer, biological materials. It seems weird, I know, but man, is it worth it. What was this for? I don't remember what that was for. I literally don't. I literally don't remember what that was for. Let's also go on ahead and grab the Telu eggs out of here. And then we can take those upstairs as well. and put them where they go. The Tulu are right next to the golden, right before the trading one. Look at that. We've got beautiful fish. Ain't that just great? So I'm just going to be bringing it back in every single time that these are done, which they are. The Crom eggs, I'm pretty sure I already have Crom. I do already have Crom, so we'll recycle you. Let's go on ahead and put our Phytoplankton A back in. Oops. Put our Phytoplankton A back in. And Crom again, so Phytoplankton A again. And this is essentially how it's going to be. They are rather quick, so I at least have that going for me, but I won't subject you to this torture of me running back and forth, up and down all of the stairs. So yeah, when these are done, I'll come back and we'll see what they are. And it looks like we have 2 of the Provios. So back in they go with the Phytoplankton bees. Oh man, this is gonna be great. I apologize for the storm, but we got Nikaru! We don't have a Karu yet, do we? No, we don't. That's one of the B ones that we actually wanted. Let's go! Now we can put back in the A here. I don't know why I'm getting so many meteor storms. And Guerrero! We didn't have that one either. That was another one of the B ones that we were looking for. That is simply amazing. So let's take a look at where those are supposed to go. The Ikaru goes right here. And then the Guerrero goes right there. So now we have the Vilnius that we need to get, the Tegedi that we need to get, and then it's just our Phytoplankton C's that we need to get. Also, oh my gosh. Can it be done yet? Obviously, that was a super alloy storm. They're super nosy and super annoying and super noisy, and I don't need it. I don't need it in my life right now. What I do need is a whole bunch of frog displayers. So let's go downstairs and get the frogs that we already have, because we actually already have quite a decent bit of frogs. We've got the... I am mistaken. We have one. We have un type of frog. We have one type of frog. And it's gonna go here. Look at him. He's adorable. But I do know a place while we're waiting. Oh. Provios. Tegedi. Tegedi! We need that one! Yes! That one goes right here next to the Ikaru. Oh, that one looks cool. Look at these guys. Look at them all chilling. Alright, time to start on the Phytoplankton C's. I grabbed enough fertilizer for this. Did I not grab enough fertilizer for this? I thought I grabbed enough fertilizer for this. Oh well. It's fine. I want to get at least something cooking here. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, cool. And then I know a place where we can go get some frogs. This is not the place to go get some frogs. Oh, the place to get frogs is like way farther away than I want it to be. Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep doing this. I'll be back. Ulani and Provos. Not needed. Back to the drawing board. That time I just got 2 Ulani eggs. I feel like that's even more of a ripoff than anything else. More Ulani. We got one. We got the Vilnius. We got the Vilnius, which means that it is just the Phytoplankton C's that we're working with now. We need 3 more. We need the Buyu, we need the Golden, and then we need the one via trading, which I'm kind of leaving as something for later. Also, more Terra tokens. That's very nice. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing this over and over for a little bit. However, I guess in the meantime, I can go on ahead and talk about the butterflies, because I went through while I've been waiting, and I've been doing things with the butterflies. So an important thing to note with the butterflies is they all use mutagen tier 1 and fertilizer tier 1, with the exception of a few. The first 6 use common larvas, the next 4 use rare larvas. There are 2 more that also use rare larvas, but they're also a lot more rare. There's the one that's via the space trading, and then, of course, there's the golden, which we already have, and it can also be crafted with the rare and the mutagen tier 2 and the fertilizer tier 1. But then there's also 5 that are completely uncraftable. There's the Fiorente, which is in the meteor crater. That's where I'll be going for it. There's the Lorpin, which is in the zeolite cave. There's the Nere, which is in the sulfur fields and the sand falls, which is where I'll be going. There's the Alban, which is in the wasteland, the iridium mine, which I don't know where that. Oh, well, this is an iridium mine, so I guess we could technically do that if we wanted to. For that one would work. And then the balcony in Lost Paradise. And then the Futura, which is in the Mushroom River, which we have a absolute ton of because they're cheap, they're easy to find, and they have an 800% bonus, which is the highest out of any of them except for the ones that are craftable and super rare, and then, of course, also the golden. So we're just kind of going to be continuing on those. So that's where those are from. And then the frog eggs, there's a whole bunch of generic frog locations, but then the rest of them use generic frog eggs and mutagen tier 4, fertilizer. This one's in the zeolite cave, which is why we already have a few. And then this one's via the space trading rocket, and then this one we already obviously found. So that's about it on that. I'm probably not gonna continue to update and just, you know, keep doing random updates. Oh, we got the golden fish egg. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I wish we could just hit copy and paste on that because I want more. I want to see what it looks like swimming around. Oh, wow. Oh. Dude, those look sick. Oh, man, I'm probably going to try to get some more of those just to kind of fill up one of these. Like, if I could fill up one of these with those, I would be super duper happy. But there's the golden fish for now. Actually, with the one that we found a lot of, the Tiloo. The Tiloo are a mutagen tier 2, not a mutagen tier 3. So while harvesting them for their fertilizer would be nice, the mutagen would not do us any good. So yeah, but harvesting them for their fertilizer actually doesn't sound like too bad of an idea, if I do say so myself. I might actually drink this water. Of course not. Might actually do that with all the extra ones I have, because I don't really see another purpose to them. But yeah, I'm gonna fill out the rest of some of my collections here, and then we will be back momentarily. And then we'll just end it there for today. I'd like to at least have the fish and the butterflies today. So yeah, stay tuned. I managed to get all of the golden fish. I'm gonna put them out here in the center one. But look at that, we've got 3 golden fish. Oh, it's so dope. That's so awesome. I could technically sprinkle them in with all the rest, but I don't think that's necessary. Now, moving on from that into the next thing, I'm just kind of gonna... I'll keep on hand. I can put these back where they're supposed to go. But I already have all the stuff that I need for the next step of things here. So I'm not really too worried about all of that. So next up is gonna be the butterflies. And holy cow, are there a lot of butterflies? So yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna start with the 6 common. So I'll just go on ahead and take out 6 of everything here, and we'll go on ahead and just start rolling through these guys, because this is going to take a hot minute. And then I'm also going to be, while some of these are processing, I'm going to be going around to different places and looking for all of the rare larvas that are out just kind of in the middle of nowhere. So, starting out here in the wastelands, we're going to be looking around. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I find one. Found it. This sucker took, honestly, not as long as I was expecting it to find, but we found it. The Alban larva is complete, and that is the only one in the wasteland, which means we get to go on ahead and go home. Next up is going to be the one in the Sandfalls, the Lorpin. Or, sorry, no, the Lorpin's in the Zeolite Cave. That'll be after that. The Nere in the Sandfalls. So stay tuned for that. Shouldn't have cut just yet, because we have the Impalio, and we have 2 Impalio. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. I won't lie. I am slightly disappointed in the fact that we got 2 of the same when there are literally 6 available for that. So for this one, we just did first to last. For this one, I think we're going to do first to last. So first up, I think, is actually the Impalio. No, the Impalio is second. And then the Alban is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the back. Look at that. Very ghastly, very ghastly. I like the look of that one, though. So, off to the Sandfalls and Zeolite Cave I go as soon as these guys are done. So I bring you back not because of larva, but because it is time for our first circuit board load to go off space. And, oh, come on. Why not? There we go. Just had to do that. And then there it goes. I disabled that specifically so that we would be able to look at that together. And now, of course, we're gonna wait for that to come back down. We're gonna get a nice, decent cash in there. That was like 600 or so. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm really happy about it. Now, I have not managed to find any of the rare larvae that I set out to find over in the Sulfur Field and the Sandfalls, unfortunately, but I did take a look online. I'll admit I was looking for a possible way to cheat it, just because I don't have that much time to be able to, like, do this kind of stuff. But I found a tip that I'm gonna try. That tip being to go on ahead and use an auto crafter in order to, like, an auto crafter on top of a platform, and then the auto crafter's objects within range detection will actually be able to detect rare larvae in the vicinity. Also, where does this one go? Abstraeus goes right there. Perfect. So I'm gonna go give that a quick test, and hopefully I'll be able to find some things soon, and we can wrap up this episode, because we're running a bit long. So it is working. It is working, because there's the Nere larva, and that means that it is within our little radius here. I have no idea where it is within our little radius. Oh, it's right there. That looks nothing. That looks. Tell me that that looks like the graphic. Tell me that that looks like the graphic. That's annoying. That's dumb. No wonder I couldn't find it. So, good news, this method works. Bad news, I'm running out of time. So, I'm gonna find this last larva over here. It is the Lorpin larva. And then we are going to go on ahead and wrap up for today. So, one more cut, and we will be done for the night. So I managed to get just this, the Nere, and I'm officially out of time. But I also came home to the Liani, so there's only 2 more for the common left. Then there are 1, 2, 3, 4 more for the rare. Then there is the one that's found in the crater, the one that's found in the zeolite cave, the one that's found in the mushroom biome, which usually isn't too hard to find because it is literally glowing. Then Munition Tier 2 and rare, Munition Tier 2 and rare, trading, and then of course the golden one, the golden butterfly. But that is all the time that I have for today, so I guess I'll just go on ahead and make this the screenshot. So we're gonna continue filling this out next time, and also probably have drone tier 2s. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.